Hello, today I'll tell you the story of a church camp I went on as a teenager. This was the local Anglican church camp, which was held in a ghost town about 25 kilometres to the west of where we lived. There was about 30 people living there. At its peak it had 2,000 people, and we camped in what used to be the courthouse. I'd been there, once or twice before, and we were lined up by the brothers and the fathers of the church and told we were all going to go to heaven and yada yada yada. And then we were given all this advice about being kind-hearted and loving, only to meet the behaviour of some of the brothers. And some of the boys made it their business to descend into a trapdoor below one of the rooms, down to the bottom of the building, and make their way up through another trapdoor into another room. Except as they did so, there was a brother there with a cane, whacking each one as he came up. And I was struck by the inconsistency of the sermon to be kind and loving, and the whacking with the cane of anybody for what was relatively a minor sort of offence. And that stayed with me, leading to my sort of dismissing of religion. And today I don't go anywhere near any church. But that's what the Church of England, as it was then called, is like. It's just religion light. It's not really religion. Leaving the Church of England is like deciding to wear a different colour jumper. People say, well, okay. So I was lucky to be brought up in the Church of England and not some sort of evangelical bunch of Bible thumpers or such like. And another incident of that camp was one of the boys who could not be woken up. He was snoring and he was sleeping, and 3 or 4 of the boys and I think a couple of the brothers were there trying to shake him awake. Finally they carried his sheet off his bed, carried him sheet and all outside to start swinging it backwards and forwards like a swing until he eventually woke up from his very deep sleep. So that was the memorable church camp I went on as a teenager.